Have you ever heard of a place where luxury meets nature right here in the upstate of South Carolina? Just looking at the water in your mind, just looking at the color of the water, the greenish-blue hue. Folks want to retire in the water where they can drink their coffee and watch the sun come up. There's no better way to live than that. The last 3 decades that I've spent countless weekends and hours with good friends. You know, we worked the week just for the weekend, made it to the lake at midnight, prepping to be up at 6 a.m. before any other boat was on the water so that when we could get our boards out, we're watching the sun come up, just pure glass where the reflection and the beauty was just amazing. We used to wakeboard so much that we would pad our hands and duct tape our hands because my blisters and bleeding, but I didn't want to stop. It's less than an hour from Greenville. It's 5 to 15 minutes from Seneca, just a few minutes from Easley as well. Additionally, there's 4 major golf courses, 4 that you actually have water views while you play, which is incredible. One of the most common and well-known places to visit on the lake is oftentimes called Waterfall Cove, better known as Party Cove. When you get there, especially during the summertime, 150 boats moored up side by side along the cove up to the waterfall. Folks are grilling on their boats, just floating and swimming in the waters. You meet a lot of people, you network. It's interesting because of the number of different folks that live on the lake and the different connections and the different corporations and business owners and all the different people that you meet there at a place like that is pretty cool. Less than 80-degree water coming out of the mountain, so when you jump in the water, it takes your breath away for a minute, but you get out feeling like $1 million. So what's so cool about Lake Keowee, as I mentioned, is the variety of real estate that you will see, whether it's smaller, larger, exotic, the uniqueness of the designs and engineering architecture that you'll see. Most everybody, when they build their forever home, their retirement home, wants to make it theirs and wants to make it unique, wants to make it look good from the water. Of course, they want to make it look good from the road. I think of the one we passed the other day that everybody noticed. Absolutely a phenomenal home, and the entire point that went out into the water looked like a golf green. But the coolest part about it was there was a beautiful helicopter parked right in the middle of it, which who doesn't want to fly a helicopter to your lake house? So the cool thing about the marina, you can see South Cove Park. It's a great park, boat ramp. You've got RV camping, tent camping, swimming, all of the above. But Lake Keowee Marina, you can rent boats. There's boat club. You can rent kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, that kind of thing. They even have what is known as the Tiki Hut restaurant and bar right there with some great water views, which is a very cool place to go at nights and weekends, especially live music, things like that. The real estate that's going up ranges drastically from, most commonly for a single family home, at least $800,000 or $900,000 on up into typically $1, $2, or $3 million for the majority of them. However, recently, this last year, the most expensive home sold at about $12 million, which is pretty impressive. Each and every one of them is custom design, unique architecture. For those that may or may not know, approximately 75% of the homes that sell at those higher price points are on water frontage. So that's the most expensive real estate in the area, is primarily on the lake. My team has clients that have reached out from all over the country, even as recently as yesterday, to relocate from Arizona to the lake. It's interesting to hear the different families from different parts of the country that specifically have found the upstate and or Lake Keowee and decided that, hey, that's the place for me. The folks that already live on the lake, they know these things already. There's a reason they're there. It's the other folks that are not too late to the party, but they're getting that information and they have realized that's where they want to be and where they want to relocate from wherever it is they're coming from. Most of what I hear is either A, we want to be on the water so that we can have a boat for the kids or the grandkids, or we want to retire there, or all 3. Just looking at the water in your mind, just looking at the color of the water, the greenish-blue hue, you can feel the coolness of the water, and I think part of that has to do with because it is nestled in kind of the foothills of the mountains with distant mountain views, but Lake Keowee is considered one of the top 10 purest lakes in the country. To put it in perspective, folks want to retire in the water where they can drink their coffee and watch the sun come up. There's no better way to live than that. If you're thinking of making a move or investing in lakefront living, I'd love to help you navigate those options. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more Upstate South Carolina content. I'm Chris Horrell. We'll see y'all next time.